the universe changed into a vast and limitless tapestry of stars, every one a testament to the everlasting dance of introduction. In corner of this cosmic canvas, a small blue-green planet orbited a yellow sun, its floor teeming with life. On this global, in a secluded valley hidden deep within a lush forest, a human archaeologist knelt beside a currently unearthed artifact. The relic, carved from an iridescent green stone, regarded to pulse with an otherworldly power, as if it were alive. The archaeologist, named Sarah, traced her palms over the complex symbols etched into its floor, her heart racing with pleasure and anticipation. She had stumbled upon the remnants of an alien civilization, long thought misplaced to the sands of time. The symbols on the artifact regarded to tell a story of a race of beings far greater advanced than whatever humanity had ever recognized. They had mastered interstellar tour, harnessed the power of the celebrities themselves, and had even found a manner to cheat loss of life. But destiny had now not been typed to them. A terrible disaster had wiped out their complete civilization, leaving only scattered remnants behind. And yet, Sarah felt an unusual connection to those lengthy useless extraterrestrial beings. As she studied their relics, she may want to nearly pay attention their voices calling out to her across the sizable gulf of time. She knew that she needed to do something with what she had observed. The know-how contained within the artifacts become too valuable to be left buried all the time. But how could she probably share it with the world? It was then that she had an concept. An audacious, extraordinary, and possibly even mad idea. She might convey the extraterrestrial beings back to lifestyles. Sarah spent the following several years reading the artifacts, poring over ancient texts, and experimenting with cloning techniques and genetic engineering. She labored tirelessly, obsessively, driven via an unmarried-minded dedication to make the impossible a fact. Against all odds, she succeeded. Using a combination of present-day technological know-how and sheer stubbornness, she controlled to restore the first participants of the extinct alien race. When the primary of the resurrected extraterrestrial beings opened their eyes, Sarah became there, tears streaming down her face. The creature looked at her with an expression that turned into equal parts marvel, gratitude, and awe. It spoke to her in a language she had by no means heard before, its voice a melody of harmonious tones and complicated inflections. Though she did not understand a word it stated, she felt a deep connection to it, as if they shared a bond that transcended time and space. From that second on, the resurrected aliens have become her life's work. She devoted herself to teaching them approximately humanity and Earth, and that they, in flip, revealed to her the secrets and techniques of their long-misplaced civilization. They confirmed her a way to harness the energy of the celebrities, a way to tour faster than mild, and a way to unlock the mysteries of life and loss of life. Together, they ushered in a new age of enlightenment and progress, a renaissance of knowledge and way of life that would for all time change the route of human records. As the years went by, the extraterrestrial beings flourished, their numbers developing as they unfold their awareness and technology throughout the galaxy. And through it all, Sarah remained with the aid of their side, their beloved mentor and manual. Her name became spoken with reverence and awe, for it turned into she who had revived an extinct alien species and given desire to endless worlds. In the stop, Sarah's legacy became no longer simply that of a scientist or explorer, however that of a hero, a savior who had delivered light and understanding returned to a galaxy that had once been lost in darkness. Her studies continued, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and increasing the frontiers of interstellar exploration. She journeyed to the farthest reaches of the cosmos, coming across new planets, civilizations, and wonders that rejected description. Along the way, she forged alliances and friendships with infinite beings, all of whom had been in awe of her accomplishments and her boundless curiosity. But even as Sarah traveled the celebrities, her heart constantly remained here on Earth. She by no means forgot the world that had given her existence and nurtured her desires. And so, on every occasion she may want to, she back home, bringing with her the presence of the celebs, new technologies, drug treatments, and ways of wondering that transformed humanity for the higher. The global, in Flip, embraced her as one of their own, honoring her with titles and awards that had been a testimony to the profound effect she had made on the course of human history. Yet despite all her achievements, Sarah by no means misplaced her humility or her sense of wonder. She was constantly keen to study, to explore, to push the boundaries of what was possible. And ultimately, it became this insatiable curiosity and unyielding spirit that defined her maximum of all. For Sarah, the universe turned into not simply an area to be conquered or explored, but a playground filled with endless opportunities for growth, discovery, and self-discovery. As the years went by means of, Sarah endured to age, her as soon as youthful features giving manner to the wisdom and enjoy of an entire life spent most of the stars. But while she grew older, her spirit remained as bright and vibrant as ever. And while at ultimate she took her final breath, surrounded via the beings she had loved and protected for an entire life, they knew that they were blessed to have shared the universe with this type of tremendous soul. Her funeral changed into a grand affair, attended by way of dignitaries and leaders from throughout the galaxy. They came to pay their respects and to celebrate the existence of a lady who had modified the direction of records for all time. As they noted her accomplishments and her legacy, they could not help however experience a feel of awe and wonder on the wonderful adventure that had been her existence. And as the stars twinkled overhead, it regarded nearly as though they had been winking in tribute to a lady who had dared to dream the not-possible dream, and who had delivered mild and lifestyles to worlds that had as soon as been notion misplaced to the darkness. In the years that observed, Sarah's paintings endured, her ideas and discoveries guiding a brand new era of scientists and explorers. Her call became synonymous with progress and enlightenment, a shining beacon of wish for all folks that appeared to the stars and dreamed of what might be. Her spirit lived on inside the endless lives she had touched and within the infinite world she had saved, and her legacy could endure for as long as there have been beings who appeared up at the night sky and wondered on the mysteries that lay past. But possibly most importantly, Sarah's story served as a reminder to everyone that no matter how massive and unforgiving the universe might seem, there's always an area for the human spirit. There is continually a way to discover which means and reason, to forge connections and to leave a lasting mark on the world. And as long as there are people who dare to dream and who are inclined to combat for a higher future, there will constantly be desire, there will usually be light. This fact became by no means extra apparent than inside the years that followed Sarah's discovery. As she worked tirelessly to bring the know-how of the enigmatic race to her own people, she additionally helped to bridge the gap between the two cultures, fostering a deep and abiding appreciation between them. She had become an image of solidarity, of peace, and of progress, and her story served as a suggestion to infinite others who felt disillusioned or defeated via the demanding situations in their personal times. Sarah's have an impact on turned into no longer restricted to her very own civilization, however. As phrase of her discovery spread for the duration of the galaxy, it sparked a renewed interest in exploration and cooperation, the various numerous races and factions that referred to as the star's home. Scientists and philosophers from all corners of the universe started to exchange thoughts and knowledge, working together to solve the problems that had as soon as appeared insurmountable. And so, in the long run, it became not simply the enigmatic race of beings or Sarah herself who benefited from her discovery. It turned into the whole galaxy. It became the universe. It became the whole thing. And as Sarah watched from afar, her heart swelling with pleasure and gratitude, she knew that she had left the world a better region than she had determined it. Slowly, the world began to alternate. Diseases that had once been incurable have been now eliminated. Famine and poverty became mere memories, diminished like antique images. The air became easy, the water natural. War, violence, and struggling were changed by cooperation, expertise, and peace. It became as though humanity had sooner or later grown up, as though they had subsequently learned the way to take care of one another and for the planet they known as home. And yet, at the same time as the world changed for the higher, Sarah could not assist however feel a sense of loss. She missed the times when her lifestyles had been described through the fun of exploration and the push of discovery. She missed the challenge of navigating the unknown, of going through the dangers that lay past the stars. But she additionally knew that her paintings here changed into accomplished, that it turned into time for her to move directly to something lay beyond this international. As she organized to leave, Sarah took one final look around at the sector she had helped to create, the arena she had helped to save. And in that second, she felt a profound experience of peace and contentment wash over her. She had carried out well, she had accomplished properly. And for that, she could constantly be remembered. But while she organized to step out of the light and into the darkness, while she organized to enroll in the stars that had guided her via her journey, Sarah couldn't help but marvel what the destiny held for folks that remained at the back of. Would they retain to build on the muse she had helped to put? Would they bring about her legacy ahead, or could they squander the gift she had given them? Only time would tell. And as Sarah diminished into the space, disappearing into the nothingness from which she had come, she hoped that her story could function a reminder to people who remained of the electricity of one man or woman's imaginative and prescient, of the significance of dreaming huge and daring to reach for the celebs. Because ultimately, that was what had made all the distinction. It became not the race she had determined, nor the information they possessed. It became Sarah herself, and the unwavering perception within the opportunity of a better world. And so long as there had been people like her, people who refused to accept the arena as it turned into and who dared to assume something greater, there might always be desire. There might usually be light.